We in these streets.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? I know what y'all doing. Y'all looking and shit. Y'all like, what? Is that Three Kings Boxing? Is that handsome, suave, old debonair motherfucking boat? Yes, that's me. And of course, joining me is the creator and the owner of Three Kings Boxing, 2K. What's going on, family?
What's good, man? Another day, another dollar.
Yes, that's and speaking of dollars, we finna get down and we got a lot of topics we're gonna talk about. Canelo Alvarez and that whatever the fuck they call that 2-fight deal he got going on over there. Shawn Porter possibly speaking out of motherfucking jealousy. And why is everybody thinking Keith Thurman is back? It was Mario Barrios, y'all. But it was Mario Barrios.
Exactly, bro. It's Mario Barrios.
Oh, wait a minute. Or was that Gutierrez?
All right. Trying to tell you, bro. Hey, it is what. Hey, man. Hey, we ain't even gonna go there. We ain't even gonna go there, bro.
What was that Gutierrez, man? Anyway, man, as always, go to Three Kings Boxing for the latest grades. What's going on in the sport of boxing? All right. So, 2K, man, let's talk, man. All right. So I don't even know where to start, but I tell you what, let's start with Shawn Porter, man, because so on the Porterweight boxing, as you all know, Shawn Porter said that Boots is overrated. Now, I understand his explanation. His thing was he said that he was tired of hearing everybody basically saying, because he had to roll back his comment a little bit. He said he's tired of everybody saying how Boots smashes this guy. He smashes that like he smashes everybody in the welterweight division, right? I think there was a little bit of jealousy, but I also think there was a little bit of Shawn Porter that's tired of hearing that because he had to hear that when Earl Spence was around.
Right.
See? It was the same thing with Earl Spence. And I think he's like, man, I'm tired of hearing that. I'm tired of y'all always telling me who smashed this guy, who smashed that guy, who beats that guy. Now, it also may not help that Shawn also lost to these motherfuckers too. So maybe Shawn is looking at it like, do motherfuckers think I'll lose the Boots? You know what I'm saying?
Well, my thing is, nigga, if you got something to say, bring your ass out of retirement and show him that he's overrated then. You know? And listen, I'm not even saying that because Boots said it. I said this shit before Boots said it.
Right.
I said that, then we
Sure
published
did.
the article that Boots said the same shit that I said.
You sure did.
So that's what Shawn Porter needs to do, man. Bring your ass up out of retirement. Because he retired, in my opinion, retired young. He was still at the top of his game.
That's very true.
Shawn Porter's not, going, enduring all these injuries that, you know what I'm saying, that say, you know what, man, that surgery he had back in 2019, bro, it's not going to look good for him. He's got to stop right now. It ain't nothing like that, bro.
Yeah, and he wasn't getting beat the fuck up like that either.
No, he didn't. He didn't get beat up like that by Crawford. He just suffered his first knockout, in which, in my opinion, it should never been a knockout because his dad shouldn't have stopped the fight to begin with. But he's still at the top of his game. Bring your ass off the mic and back into the ring and show this motherfucker he's overrated. That's all it is to me, honestly. Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah, Shawn Porter just don't like people talking about, and that's his thing. He's upset at what people are saying. But here's my problem. I have a problem with what Shawn Porter said from this aspect of it, and y'all might agree with me, don't agree with me. This was not being said by Shawn Porter when it was Gennady Golovkin. This was not being said by Shawn Porter when it was Vasyl Lomachenko. Why is this being said by Shawn Porter about Jaron Boots Ennis, a black fighter? Why is a black fighter hearing something like this? See what I'm saying? And that's my problem is, okay, because same thing with Gennady. Gennady was doing the same thing that Boots is doing. Everybody you put him in the ring with, he was blowing him the fuck out. He was showing, hey man, I'm above this dude. That's why people was like, hey man, this dude is a B-level fighter, and ESPN's top 25. Don't even get me started on that bullshit, right? Yeah. But Jaron Ennis is you put him in there, Survey Lipnitz. You put him in there with Thomas Delorme, and dudes that have normally give good fights are getting blown the fuck out. So why is Boots Ennis, who's showing you, hey, I'm above these guys, why is he hearing you tell me he's overrated? But I didn't hear that when it came to Loma, Teofimo Lopez, or motherfucking Gennady Golovkin. I heard Shawn Porter say about no fight. Hell, he didn't even say it about Earl Spence.
Exactly.
So why am I hearing this about Boots Ennis? It's a bad look for me, because if his thing is, man, people need to slow down until he proves himself, then fine, say that. But don't just come out for shock value, he's overrated. No, man.
Well, one thing I will say, you know, after I go ahead and shout, my man Heisenberg put $10 on. He said, "We in these streets during the daytime." That's what's up, brother. Absolutely. But what I will say is this, man. One thing that Porter did say, he said that he doesn't like hearing people say things like, "Oh man, what about this guy?" And then immediately, "Oh man, Boots will whoop that nigga ass." Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what about this guy, man? He's a fucking unified champion. You know who I'm talking about. Unified champion. Running welterweight for years now. Oh man, Boots run through that nigga. I agree with him on that. There's a lot of cats out there that I had to sit down, bro, because they were trying to tell me that Boots beats Terrence Crawford right now. Stop it.
TK, you had to do him like this? Come in, nigga. Come
nigga. Exactly. Had to sun these motherfuckers, man. How you gonna say he beats Terrence Crawford right now? Now, we understand the eye test. That's what me and Bo live for. Yeah. We can watch a motherfucker break down his style and tell you why he would look good against this guy, that guy, and the third. We understand that, right? We understand the eye test. But even with the eye test, to say that someone can beat Crawford, they need a little more than a fucking eye test.
I agree with that.
Right? They need to go through some adversity. They need a serious high-level step up. Like, put Boots in there. I mean, your Dennis Ugas is taken now. But if he was in there with Ugas before Ugas got the fight with Errol Spence, that's a good fight to judge whether or not Boots could beat Terrence Crawford. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You can't take Boots beating Sergey Limp Dick and fucking Thomas Delorme and saying he beats Terrence Crawford. That part I do agree with. You know
I agree with that too.
Like my man J.L. Davis, he said Ortiz. Put Boots and Ortiz in there. That still won't tell me that he beats Crawford, but it'll give me an indication, like, you know what? He might fare pretty well against Terrence Crawford.
Yes.
You see?
Yes.
You got a lot of niggas saying that he beats Errol Spence as well. What data is being shown besides the eye test that Boots beats Errol Spence? You see what I'm saying, family?
Yeah.
Like, I get it. The eye test is the eye test. But these guys are elite fighters in the sport, not just at welterweight. Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford are elite fighters in boxing. Guys that are surely going to the Hall of Fame, and they're not even done with their careers yet.
Very true. Very, very, very true.
That's who these guys are. You can't say Boots after fucking Sergey Limp Nuts and fucking Thomas Delorme beats those guys. You can't say that. I mean, you got your opinion, but you can't expect us to actually value it.
Yeah.
And that's what Shawn Porter's saying. I agree with that part. But then again, if you're gonna say he's overrated, then you need to come out here and show these motherfuckers why.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. If he wants to say he's not proven, and that's essentially what I think, that's why he kind of rolled back his statement, because he said, well, he hasn't fought a champion yet. Well, that's not being proven.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But on the flip side of that, what champion is out here trying to give Boots Ennis a fight right now?
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who's trying to give him a fight, man? So, you know, I'm not gonna knock him too hard, because in the end, Shawn Porter has said that he thinks Boots kind of reminds him of Roy Jones, and he said that there are guys out here Boots would beat. But I think there's also a part of Shawn, because you got to understand, man, Shawn Porter been in the ring with all them guys. Mm-hmm. That's why he's having issue with these people saying he watches them. Like, wait, I've been in the ring with these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I couldn't watch these guys. So no,
I couldn't do it. Right. It makes him look insignificant, right? Because he couldn't beat these guys. Right. You know what I'm saying? So even Ugas, in my opinion, couldn't beat him either. But I digress, right? But you're right. It makes him look insignificant because he's got fucking Devin Alexander on his resume. Sure. Right. He's got Paulie Malignaggi on his resume. He's got former champions on his resume. Boots does not have a former champion besides Limp Nuts, by the way. He does have one former champion, but it's a low-rated former champion, right? Yeah. Sergey Limp Nuts was not, in my opinion, on the level of a Devin Alexander skill-wise, or even a Paulie Malignaggi in his prime skill-wise, right? So, it's making him look insignificant because he's got the resume he has, and he still couldn't beat Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, and fucking Ugas, in my opinion.
Right.
And for them to say that this guy without the same kind of resume just walks in and washes these dudes, it makes him look like a chump.
Exactly, man.
I get it.
I get it. I get it, Sean. But like I said, man, to hear I just it makes me feel some kind of way when I see black fighters do this to other black fighters, man. Like, be careful what you say, man. Don't say the guy's overrated, because the eye test doesn't tell me this dude is overrated. The eye test tell me, hey, man, as of right now, he's a B-level fighter. Now, he needs to fight another B-level fighter for me to see how far he goes up the echelon of that. But overrated, nah, man.
I mean, he's gonna get that a lot.
Yeah,
Boogeyman, on top of being a black fighter, he's gonna get he's overrated, or don't fight him. What has he done? He's gonna get a lot of that coming in his career, bro. Until one of these guys give him a fight. Look at Dmitry Andrade. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Oh, man.
It's more about what has he done than him actually getting the fight that he's been chasing for 10 fucking years. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, dog.
While the fighter he's been chasing has given other guys that haven't even done 25% of what Andrade has done, he's given them fights. But whatever, right?
Right.
So Boots may get into that in his career. We don't need fighters, you know what I'm saying, basically making it harder for him when they should.
Especially when you're a retired fighter now. Like, you're a retired fighter now. Like, criticize how he fights, but don't, you know what I'm saying? Like talk about the man's game, but don't shame the man's name.
Exactly.
So all right, man, that's enough of that. That's enough, man. Shawn Porter, early retirement, already trying to be a shock jock. That was up, man. All right, next up. Hey, 2K, man. Let me ask you a question. If two niggas who are coming off losses fight each other, how is it the one nigga that wins is all of a sudden the back to being on the top level? I don't understand that.
That's because he's the former unified champ, Bo. Come on, man. Stop hating, nigga. I'm about to start calling you Bo Porter.
Okay.
Oh, hating ass nigga.
Okay, but the key word here is former.
Right. That's the operative word. Former.
Last time I saw this nigga, his hairline was right here and he had a ponytail.
That nigga, damn, bro. He's been so inactive, his hairline receded.
That nigga hairline is back here. Did you see that nigga's hair? I saw that nigga's hair. Listen, this was Keith Thurman right here. That was
damn, bro.
That nigga right there. Keith Thurman, Keith Thurman, this is a great fight. Keith Thurman and Porter's a great fight. Keith Thurman and your mama's a great fight. Like, come on, man. Stop, man.
Put your ass down somewhere, nigga. Get some Rogaine. That nigga need the LeBron James hair plug, bro. Fuck out of here, man.
Yo, that's the greatest comeback in sports history.
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
That shit better than Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders shit ain't as good smooth as that shit, dog.
This nigga was inactive out there getting scalped. Nigga, that's what happened to that motherfucker, bro. Nigga ran into some mad Indians. Nigga scalped shit out this boy, bro.
Oh, this nigga. My man Eric, this nigga Doug, he said, damn, they said even Keith's hairline is ducking fades.
Oh, damn, bro.
Y'all ain't right, man. But everybody seems to feel that Keith Thurman is back. One time is back. Now, I don't know what everybody else saw, right? But outside of the fact it was Barrios, I didn't see a different Keith Thurman at all, period. Now, I think the time off served him well as far as him being healthy, but it didn't do shit for that nigga's body. That nigga's body's like Amir Khan's chin. He can't take it, dog.
Exactly. Exactly. His body is still soft as it was against Luis Collazo 6-7 years ago, bro. Remember when Luis Collazo hit that motherfucker? Oh shit, motherfucker. That motherfucker was around the ring quick, bro. I never seen a nigga run that fast, bro. Nigga had FBI, CIA, nigga, tobacco and firearms, cops, all them niggas chasing that motherfucker, bro. What is that, ATF? All them niggas is chasing that nigga, bro. Try to tell you, man. You're right. He has not. Maybe sit-ups is just not part of his regimen. Sit-ups and deadlifts and shit. Stuff that strengthens your core. That shit ain't a part of his regimen. You know what I'm saying? Because his body is weak as fuck. Now, my problem is this. you calling out all these dudes, and we'll get to the fight. We're not going to spend a lot of time on it because this is going to be a short show. But my thing is this: you calling out all these guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Mario Barrios hit you to the body, and you had to back up.
That's a very good point.
He stopped with his work load, bro. Yeah, exactly.
That nigga took the mouthpiece out.
Right. He kept taking the motherfucker out and taking it out more than once.
He did, man.
Motherfucker, your work rate completely diminished, and you visibly took your mouthpiece out of your mouth so you can gasp for oxygen, nigga. Not air. He needed oxygen.
Right. And when you just like, whew, that nigga, that nigga filled up his cheeks.
Right. Nigga needed oxygen, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's Mario Barrios. Now, granted, he was out 2 years, but with the Louis Collazo comparison, it's always been a problem, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if he's inactive or active. He's always had a problem to the body. Dude, what is Errol Spence really known for?
Body
Man
down body shots, man.
Ask Carlos Ocampo, right?
Yeah.
Terrence Crawford can fuck you up to the body, to the head. He mixes it up like a motherfucker.
He sure does.
He finds out what you're weak at and exploits that. You see what I'm saying? These dudes would kill Keith Thurman right now. Right now, Bo. They were going to kill him before, and they're going to kill him now.
I agree with that.
He looked good. I like the way he looked. I'm not going to bullshit anybody about that. He looked good against Mario Barrios. San Antonio's own, you know what I'm saying? Whatever that means. Right?
Whatever that means.
San Antonio's own, man. Right? But, hey, man, Selena Barrios was better than that nigga at one point, bro. Remember?
Yes, yeah.
We was looking at Selena Barrios like, damn, she might be something. And then she fucked around and lost, and then I was into her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
His sister was better than him at one time.
Did.
Hell, Barrios lost to the Russian dude, in my opinion, man. That was a close fight, even though he got a knockdown in that fight.
I remember that.
Yeah. Batiev or some shit, right? Baktov or whatever his last name is. That was a close fight. So Mario Barrios has never been a guy that you really rate. I mean, he's a B-, C+ level fighter. That's why Tank Davis's little ass was able to come up and knock him out. That also makes Keith Thurman look bad because he didn't knock him out. And you're the bigger man. The littler man came up and knocked him out, but the bigger man went 12 rounds with him.
Hence why I'm trying to figure out why niggas is talking about something. He's back.
Exactly, man. I agree. He's not back. He's got a lot to do. He's got a lot to work on. He did say that, though. I'll give him credit. He did say that he's got a lot that he needs to work on.
Sure did.
Right? He said, but this is a good start to that journey. I agree with that. However, I think he's over 30 years old. I'm not looking at his age. I think the nigga's like 32.
Keith is 32, 33, yeah.
So, what journey? I'm dead. It's a short-ass journey, bro. That's like an up-the-block journey. You know what I'm saying? Hey, baby, I'll go to the store. I'll be right back. It's that kind of journey.
The corner store, too, goddamn.
You know
I'm going to the corner store at the end of the block, goddamn. I'll be right back. Want some penny candy?
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. That's the kind of fucking journey. I'm about to go get an MD 2020. I'll be right back. Kind of journey.
Hell yeah, for real.
Real niggas don't know nothing about that, bro.
I know the empty. Hey, yo. That was the first thing I drank as a kid. Fucked me up too, man. 17.
I'll never do that again, bro.
Yeah.
Too old for that shit. Fuck that.
Man, that shit, that was real alcohol back then. I don't know what the fuck niggas drinking now. That was real alcohol.
Put you on your ass, and it was only $2.
Every hood store had, man, like niggas might have a couple bottles of Budweiser, but they had a whole shelf. Mad Dog 2020.
Mad Dog, all different flavors, all of them nasty as fuck too. But real shit though, man. He doesn't have much left in terms of age, right?
Right.
Keith Thurman's never been a cerebral fighter, so it's not like this nigga was smartest welterweight or even one of the smartest boxers in boxing. I think his IQ is average. He looked that good against Mario Barrios because Mario Barrios is below average. What I've been trying to tell people for a long time. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, at the end of the day, it was a good win for him. He looked good. He looked really good. He beat the socks off this nigga. But at the end of the day, when you put him up against Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, hell, Virgil Ortiz, Bo. I like that fight.
Actually, you know, it's funny. Like Virgil, even I look at some of the up and coming guys, Virgil Ortiz, Rashidi Ellis, guys like that. You know, who has a good agility, speed, punching power, like you said. Hell, Ugas. You know, a lot of Ugas mandatory that he didn't fight. It might be a problem for him, man.
Yeah, they're all problems, bro. So I don't particularly like the way Keith Thurman looked in terms of comparing him stylistically to Thurman. I mean, not Thurman, Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. Not at all. But against, Virgil Ortiz, because he's going to beat Michael McKinson, man.
Oh, hell
fuck him up, right?
Conor Ben.
Yeah, Conor Ben. That's another. That one right there. Good shit, Bo. Conor Ben. Make that fight. Keith Thurman versus Conor Ben. I want to see that. Give me that one right there.
That's actually a good fight for Keith from a money standpoint. And you do it in the UK too?
Yeah. Give me that
That's
one,
That's a good
Bo.
fight for him, yeah.
I want that fight. Yeah. Keith Thurman versus Conor Ben. We're going to email Matchroom. Conor Ben over there calling out the winner of fucking Kell Brook and Amir Khan.
Oh, no, my God. Don't even get me started on that. When he did that, I said, man, this is a complete swerve move. This nigga ain't going for no. You said you was 2-3 fights away from fighting for a title. Now you calling, man, all right, man, get this motherfucker swerving. Niggas lately, I ain't trying to go out on a tangent, but what the fuck is going on? But niggas are swerving their ass off here lately, man. What the fuck is going on?
Here, bro, them niggas swerving like a deer entered the road, bro. What fight? That fight? Try to tell you, dog. Shit crazy. But that's the era we live in. That's why we say this is the worst era of boxing. Easy, in my opinion, in my lifetime. Put it this way. In my lifetime, right. Bo has admitted in his lifetime as well. This is the worst era of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Niggas gonna be like, nah, nigga, the 20s. I wasn't born in the 20s. I'm talking about my lifetime. This is the worst. But,
niggas say this is the worst.
Like I said, good win for him, but he's not ready for them top guys. Give me that Conor Ben fight. I want that, bro.
Good shit. Yeah, man. He needs another fight, in my honest opinion, man. Listen, you beat him up, but the fact that Mario Barrios, like you said, did knock him out. He hurt you, not you hurt him, not the other way around, you know. And mind you, you beat him the fuck up. You made the motherfucker look like the chick that fought Serrano, right? There was really no difference. Like my man 2K had a post, so he beat the drawers and the socks off Mario. Damn,
nigga, Mario Barrios butt ass naked in the ring, bro.
Like, hey, Mario Barrios' face actually matched his voice. Oh,
damn, bro. Damn. Y'all, dog. You deserve handcuffs for that one, nigga. Somebody arrest this nigga, give him a fine, bro. That's fucked up, man.
It's all love, though, baby, man. It's all love, man. Hey, but you know what, though? I will give Mario Barrios credit. I think, and even though he lost that fight, Mario Barrios showed that was the wrong fight for him to go to was Keith Thurman, but you give him a couple of fights, man, he can be a noteworthy opponent in that division.
Yeah.
I'll give him credit for that, man. He definitely showed me that right there.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So, all right then, man. Last but not least, man, before we get off of here, man. So, undisputed super middleweight, Canelo.
Canelo!
Wait a minute, is it Canelo or Cardinello? Which one?
Ain't no, I mean, it should be Ka. Ain't no R in that motherfucker.
Ain't no R in that nigga's name. Man, Canelo Alvarez is entertaining a 2-fight deal from DAZN, which one fight would be him fighting the WBA light heavyweight champion Dmitry Bivol, and the other one would be a trilogy with IBF champion.
Yeah. Little inside joke, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna get that one.
You caught it.
Yeah, I caught that shit. Y'all ain't gonna get down. That's an inside joke.
That's it. So Gennady Golovkin, 2K. I was not impressed with this announcement at all. Period. Number one, that's definitely the Gennady Golovkin fight is not a fight somebody's asking for. Hell, it's not even a fight that I even think is going to make any money. Gennady Golovkin barely beat Sergey Derevyanchenko. He hasn't fought in I don't know how long. He has a ball spot that is probably diminishing along with his skill set.
Agreed.
All right.
That ball spot is probably it represents, you know what I'm saying? It is a physical representation of his skill set. That's what that ball spot is, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, Dmitry Bivol, these are not fights that's going to move the needle. So I'm trying to figure out what's the thought process behind that, because I don't see these fights making money. I don't see these fights being fights that people are going to talk about. Like, oh man, Canelo fighting this weekend. It'll be like, oh, Canelo fighting this weekend. All right, man, we got to cover it. Like, that's what it'll be. It won't be no excitement to me. When I heard this, I'm like, that's no excitement to me, man. What do you think it is, man? I mean, what's the thought behind this, or is this the only path that's available for him to take right now?
No, it's not the only path that's available. Okay. He could have fought fucking Dmitry Andrade. You know what I'm saying? He could have fought Jamal Charlo. He could fight David Benavidez. These guys been asking for the fight. Jamal hasn't that much lately, but he has in the past, right? He can definitely fight those guys. I don't have a problem with the Dmitry Bivol fight.
I don't have a problem with that one either. I just don't think it's going to sell. That's all.
Well, anything Canelo does is going to sell, right? I mean, Dudu Makabu was going to fucking sell.
That's a very good point.
Dudu Makabu was going to sell even though he lost to Machunu. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a very good point.
So I don't, the selling aspect of this is not what is the problem here, to me anyway. I think the problem here with picking Dmitry Bivol and Gennady Golovkin is that there's other fights out there that are better for Canelo that people have voiced their opinions and wanting to see him in. You see what I'm saying? Dmitry Bivol is one that I will definitely give him a pass for, because Dmitry Bivol has been calling him out for years, right? Has mentioned he'll move down to 168 for the fight for years. He hasn't been just doing it today, yesterday, or the day before.
That's a good statement.
We're talking multiple fucking years Dmitry Bivol's been doing this shit, bro, right? And Bivol's not a terrible talent. He's a pretty good fighter. I don't think he's particularly A level. He could be B plus, A minus, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna ride on B plus because of how he's looked in his last two fights. But he's still a good fighter, right? I don't have a problem with that fight. But Golovkin, why? Fucking cares.
Where is Golovkin anyway? Where is this nigga?
He's about to go fight Ryota Murata, or at least we thought he was. He's supposed to fight Murata like 6 years ago, nigga. What the fuck y'all niggas fighting? They done negotiated the fight like 4 fucking times, Bo. When you go, then what happened the last time? I'll slide on that one. But the last time, COVID-19 fucked everything up, right?
Right.
But they literally, these guys were supposed to fight like 3 and 4 times already, man. You see what I'm saying? So Ryota Murata's on his plate. But I think if Golovkin would have beaten Dmitry Andrade or have beaten Jamal Charlo, right? If he had already fought Murata and beat him and looked very good, it would have helped in selling a Canelo fight.
I agree.
But it doesn't help, bro. Even at this point, the problem is he didn't look good against Steve Rolls. He didn't look good against Sergey Derevianchenko. And even though he knocked out Kamil Cesar-Marita, we didn't know who the fuck he was. Right? Boxing fans all over the world, Bo, were like, who the fuck is Kamil? This saying that nigga name wrong. I said it wrong just now, probably.
Probably did, Kamil.
Niggas was like, who the fuck is this guy? And to make matters worse, Kamil Cesar-Marita loses to Golovkin, then loses to Jaime Munguia, then gets a draw in fucking Poland right after that. So he ain't been shit since. He wasn't shit before and hasn't been shit since. So basically means we didn't know Kamil Cesar-Marita for good fucking reason, because he ain't shit.
He ain't shit.
Right?
Nigga, I don't work in the sewer. What the fuck is
exactly?
Am I supposed to know who this nigga is?
Exactly, bro. Right. I don't do toilet duty, nigga.
For real.
So at the end of the day, bro, those fights don't do shit for Gennady Golovkin's image when we're looking at a trilogy with Canelo. It does nothing. And I think Golovkin's going to be moving up in weight. It ain't going to be at no 160. He moves up in weight. Oh, shit, Texan just said it.
Yep.
So, yeah, he's moving up in weight. Nah, man, this is a terrible. I don't like the 2-fight deal. There's so many different routes he could have gone, right? But I won't shit on the Dmitry Bivol fight, bro. Although I don't think that's the best one for him, I won't shit on it.
Yeah, you make a very good point because and one of the points you made, and this is why we do this show, right? Because we have difference of opinions, and as long as you can back your opinion up with fact, I have to give it to you because you're right. The whole world paid attention to Dudu Makabu and Mutuno in fucking Ohio. The whole world paid attention to that fight because they wanted to see who was going to win because the winner could possibly be Canelo Alvarez. So that's a very good point you made about Canelo would sell.
In Ohio, promoted by Don King in a local high school gymnasium.
The nigga had the nerve to be on the DAZN boxing show. Don King was on the DAZN boxing show.
Oh shit! Oh my god, bro! I think my man's Bakari out there. You know what I'm saying? Writer for Three Kings Boxing. He was at this nigga didn't even know the fight was happening. He lives in Cleveland, Ohio. The fight was in Cleveland. Dudu Makabu versus Dabisu Machuno, the rematch, was in Cleveland, Ohio. My writer lives in Cleveland and did not know the fight was happening.
Oh.
Come on, man. So yeah, it still would have sold, bro. That's just sad, bro.
Yeah, I think when you look at the Bivol fight, the only thing about the Bivol fight I don't like is he doesn't have a killer instinct.
Yeah,
Bivol, or he has never. Maybe he has it, but he's never had nobody to show it to bring it out of him. And I just don't think, like, you can't go into a fight with Canelo Alvarez and not have a killer instinct.
Yep.
Right. So, like you said, I'll give him a pass because cats have been avoiding Bivol. Let's keep it above.
Ducking the shit out of Bivol.
Yeah, you know they've been avoiding Bivol. That's why I give Joe Smith props. I give what's my Sullivan Beretta props. You know, I give them guys props because man, you didn't have to fight the motherfucker and you did because everybody else was like, no, we ain't doing it. Hell, Bob Arum's acting like the nigga's not even there. like the nigga.
Yeah, Bob Arum has what Joe Smith and Artur Beterbiev.
Yeah.
And then at one point, you know, Sergey Kovalev was WBO. He had him too, co-promoting him. They didn't even mention Bivol.
Nope. You ask Bob Arum, Bob Arum will tell you right now that Joe Smith Jr. versus Beterbiev for Undisputed. What about Bivol? That's what he said.
Hell yeah. For Undisputed. Nigga, there's a whole nother belt out there, bro.
Like, what the fuck? What is wrong with this nigga over here?
Right.
So that's what it is. But nah, that Gennady Golovkin, nah, man. Pass. Nah, man. Miss me with that one because that's a fight nobody's talking about. Golovkin has not done the box about what have you done lately. Golovkin looked bad in his fights that we're talking about, right? He's actually shown a decline instead of an improvement. So why would you want to see that fight? No, I think that's just something that they promised Golovkin and they're trying to fulfill that promise.
I mean, I'll even say Dmitry Bivol is even showing a decline a little bit. I mean, just the fight, he had 2 fights. Umar Salamov was the last one, and then right before that was Craig Richards. Craig Richards is probably one of the most boring light heavyweights out there, right? Boring UK fighter, right? This nigga, the fight put me to sleep, bro. I'm watching this shit. And next thing I know, bro, I'm jumping up, wiping drool off my chin, bro. I didn't even know I was asleep. I didn't even know I was asleep, bro. You ever been wide awake, nigga? You wide awake, got energy like how we got right now, but all of a sudden you done turned in, bro. That's what happened with fucking Craig Richards and Dmitry Bivol, bro. I like Bivol, but he has not looked good in his last 2 fights. See what I'm saying? So, and judges were looking at that goddamn Craig Richards fights. Granted, it was in the UK, but they were looking at that fight and almost gave a motherfucking fight to Craig Richards.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
So, yeah, bro, like, Bivol's kind of declined a little bit too, but I don't think it's because he's old or, natural causes are taking effect. No. I think it's because Bivol's been trying to get the big fights for the fucking longest, and niggas keep ignoring him. So he's just staying active, fighting dudes and, basically fighting his mandatories and niggas that are high ranked in the WBA rankings, right? Just to stay active and get some defenses under his belt. But that's not helping him when he gets into fights like Canelo, Artur Beterbiev, etc. It won't help him because it will only make him complacent. I see that's what's been happening, bro. See what I'm saying?
That's very true. That's very, very true. Iron sharpens irons. We say that to you guys all the time, man. Exactly, iron sharpens iron. All right, man. That's actually about it. So here's the deal. Here's the deal, right? Because y'all might see, both eyes keep wandering up. Yeah, I'm looking to see how many people watch it. So here's the deal, man. Y'all want us to keep doing this because we are gonna put the time in. We're gonna try to be every day or every other day, give y'all 30 minutes, give y'all a quick rundown, right? If we're gonna do that, man, we need y'all niggas to show up. All right, like we need y'all niggas. Like y'all see these bags under my old ass eyes, right? I could be doing other shit right now.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I could be doing a lot of, you know what I'm saying? I could be doing old man shit, whatever the fuck that is.
Nigga golfing,
right?
Fishing, nigga. Them old ass niggas go fishing at 5 o'clock in the morning and don't get home till like 9 at night, bro. Like, where the fuck you and didn't catch no fish either, bro. Come back drunk as fuck with no fish.
Some shit I bought at Sharks, maybe, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
So no, man, we definitely want you guys to show up. And like we said, man, we're gonna be doing them. They're gonna be short. They're not gonna be very long. We're gonna talk about topics real quick and get in and out. We still gonna do our recap of the upcoming fights because I had a lot to say about Daniel Jacobs. Wait till y'all hear what I got to say about that nigga tomorrow.
Oh man,
Daniel Eugene Rutherford Jacobs.
Yes, sir, bro.
All right, man. Go 2K, take us out.
Y'all know what to do, man. Go to 3kingsboxing.com, your source for pure, unadulterated boxing information. Hit us up on Twitter at 3kingsboxing, Instagram at 3kingsboxing, right here on Facebook.com/3kingsboxing. Also hit up the Prodigy of Boxing Talk YouTube channel. That's where these live streams on YouTube go. Hit us up over there, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If y'all want us to keep doing this shit, share this motherfucker, as my man Bo said. Always be here whenever we go live, and we'll keep going. We'll keep going. If y'all ain't here, we're going to keep stopping. So it all depends on y'all. Our production depends on y'all. All right? Appreciate everybody that came in. Shots my man Heisenberg through the donation down. Until the next one, we out this bitch.